Hello. Yes, it's me. Don't go, don't go, don't go, don't go. I know you're thinking, what the is going on? What, the eyebrows are missing, the face is looking a bit suspect. What is, it's because the magic of makeup has not taken place yet. Yes, it's me. It is I, Brunel. As usual, hola, aloha, ciao, salut, namaste, ohayo, yagamasuma, zdravstvuyte, sin ciao, hello, and marhaban, and salam alaikum, and privet. Thank you very much. My name is Brunel. Soap and glory. Soap and glory. Soap and glory. I've never tried anything of theirs. So we are testing a few products, 4 in fact, one of which is a skincare kind of, face kind of based, and the others are to do with the eyes. I did look at the complexion stuff, and let's just say there's nothing available for someone of my skin tone, but it's not about that. You know what? I think they are UK based actually, and they are, they looked quite interesting actually, quite a few things. What I am testing today as an extremely oily person, first of all, is this. Yes, this is the one heck of a Blot primer, which claims to be able to shine block at for 12 hours, matte, basically shrinks your pores, blocks a shine, oily kind of look on your eyes, and keeps you matte for up to 12 hours. We are not testing this for 12 hours. No. I'm going to test it for about 6 hours, which for me as an extremely oily person will be more than long enough to let me know whether something is good or not, whether it keeps me matte or not. I've never tried it, hence why it is in the packaging. I have no idea what it looks like on the inside. You even got the plastic here on it, which is not a good idea because I am rubbish at opening stuff, as you can see now. Do you know what? Forget it. I'm just going to rip the crap out of this. I should have actually opened it in advance. So anyway, comes in this one. It's about 11 or 12 pounds, and by the way, I can't remember the prices. I buy things all the time, couldn't find the receipt, but what I will do is put the information with the links for each one of these items and the price next to it in the description box, so it's always a good idea to have a look in there. Okay, I'll put the effort into putting information there. Just have a quick read. So I've got in here, we've got how much is in the bottle? 30 ml is in here. So instant perfecting primer. When I looked at it, it reminds me of Benefit stuff. Which made me think, well, if it's Benefit stuff, it can't be really UK stuff, but it reminds me of Benefit stuff. So, you know, somebody correct me if it's a UK based company or not, or I'll find out soon enough. So yes, shine block, 12-hour matte sphere, and pore shrink. So it claims to be able to shrink your pores and do all of that. But I thought, rather than just doing this on its own, we are going to test out my holy grail, which is this one here, which is, I know this is like a travel size. You get 2 different sizes. This is the Becca Evermatte Poreless Primer, which is my holy grail primer for an extremely oily person. It's a must, but this one I think it was just under 20 quid, and the bigger size is about 28 pounds to 30 pounds, so a massive difference in price range. So I thought, you know what, this side, Becca, yeah, hence not working properly, never mind. This one, we'll put it with this one instead. So and the reason why I'm saying this one is that and this one is because my brain went and I couldn't remember that it's Soap and Glory. Yeah, okay, so apart from those, that's enough chatting. The other items that I'll be testing for the eyes are this one. This one is called the Smoulder Khol, which is a waterproof eyeliner in black. It's got I can't remember the price, again I'll put that in the description box. Interesting that it's actually got a sharpener here, and I haven't, ooh, okay, so there you have it. You take that off and it's got the sharpener bit here, like so, and then let's just pull that bit, and there it is. We are going to test that out. The other items are these ones, and by the way, I bought these from Boots as well. If you want to go in store, they had an offer, and I think it was a case of spend £14 and then get this one, this particular set, which is the Eyes Queen set, which has in a Supercat eyeliner, which I think, if remembers, on its own it's about £7 or £8. And then it's got the thick and fast mascara as well in here. So if you spend £14, then you will get that. And I think they've also now got 3 for 2 offers as well for Soap and Glory stuff. So these are the ones that we're going to test them out. Most of the stuff is going to be done off camera because it's all about testing these products out. Now, so we can get into things, because we've been talking for 5 minutes and I haven't done anything, so my apologies. Yeah, so there it is. And I'm just trying to see the consistency here. Drop the cover. It is more like a cream base, so definitely different texture from the Becca one. So that's that. It's a bit more creamy, and I'm gonna have to look at the monitor. My mirror is not here. Yeah. All right. So that's that. Ooh, so it's creamy. Not that there is a smell that I can actually think of. Honestly, this is not going to work. I need a mirror. I want to be able to check and see if my pores are reduced or not. Back in a mo. We are back. So there's that little bit there. And just applying that. With regards to seeing whether it minimizes pores. Doesn't look too bad actually. I like the fact that it's actually super soft on the skin, and non-greasy at all, and as you massage it into the skin, it disappears into the skin. Definitely a lot more pliable and a lot easier to work with than the Becca primer. Definitely a lot easier to work with than the Becca one, which is, you know, you have to really rub it into in between your fingers, warm it up, and I'll show you. And Becca tends to kind of like leave a slightly whitish look to your skin, which obviously doesn't show through on the makeup. But you do have to be very careful with Becca one, that you have to really massage it and warm it up into your fingers until it almost disappears. You can't put it directly on your skin, otherwise you're just going to have a white sheet, white look on your skin, which is not nice. And sometimes if you don't apply that very carefully, then what happens is you get little bumps and little bits on the surfaces of your skin, which obviously are not going to be good when you're applying your foundation. So what you do with the Becca one is basically rub it on your fingers and then pat it into your skin. So no rubbing on the skin. So you just pat it down, and that's how you apply it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is off camera, do my eyebrows, apply the foundation, which is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation in the color 520R, which is a light foundation, and I do like it, but it's not a mattifying foundation at all. We are moving on to the next item, which is the eyeliner, and also the actual waterproof eyeliner as well. So let's try this one, and I'm moving the mirror here so you don't see it out the way, and we're just going to apply that and see. So these are my eyes beforehand, see, and let's just try this on the waterline. And now I can't actually see anything. So let's try that. Okay, not bad. Let's see if it's buildable. It's super soft, it glides on super easy. I'm going to make it like a grungy kind of effect, messy, on the waterline. And it's not the darkest that I've ever had, but it is buildable. And as you build it up, it becomes a lot darker, much darker. As you can see, I do want that grungy effect, so that's what I'm going for, hence the messy look. Yeah, actually, this is not bad. I'll take it back. Takes a bit of effort, takes a bit of building up, but as you do that, it's a lot more effective. So actually not bad at all. So what we're going to do now is, yeah, I actually like this very much. I'm not too sure if it rivals my Makeup Geek one, but it's not far off. So this is now another option for me, which I can just pop into Boot Store and pick up at any time. And I think it's roughly the same price as well. This might be a couple of pounds cheaper. So yes, we're going to do that. And actually, do you know what? I'm going to try the eyeliner and see how effective this is, if I can get it open. So this is the eyeliner. Not the thinnest one I've ever had. Let's just see how effective. Yes, I pull my eye. I do. I have to. I've got big eyes and I've got loads of skin. Okay. For me, this is not the easiest. It's a bit stiff. And not the darkest. As you can see, it really is a bit too stiff. I think I prefer my Stila. Definitely. The Stila one is a much longer, bends to your will. This one it doesn't really bend, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so I'm just going to neaten this up and then finish off the rest of my face. And then we'll apply the mascara as a last item and see how nice that one is. But before I go, last minute, so you can see 13:24. I've actually had this on for nearly half an hour anyway. I put the foundation on for nearly half an hour. So for that, we're aiming for around 6 o'clock is the time frame for the 6-hour mark. And then we'll take it from there. Alrighty, last item that we are going to test out is Drop Dead. Is this one, a mascara, which is called Thick and Fast. And it is a high definition collagen coat mascara. Yeah, so I know the face is a bit white at the moment. I haven't actually sprayed my face with setting powders to make everything calm down. And also the eyeliner is a bit thick. Yeah, as you can see, it does go really dark. So I like the fact it's actually dark. You do need to build it up, but it's not the easiest one to actually have a really sharp pointed edge. So I'm not a fan of that. It's not bendable enough for me. It's a bit too pointed and a bit too thick, so I'm not necessarily a fan of it. I would only use it to go over another line if I wanted to darken it, but it's not one that I would use. As you can see, I'm not the best at doing eyeliners, so there are some good days and bad days, but it's not necessarily easier to have the sharpest wing liner. For me anyway, in my experience, I will stick with the Stila or the Maybelline Master Ink one. They do a much better job. Okay, so the mascara, we are going to try this, and then we are going to, we're done, and then I'll come back to you later on in a few hours and we'll test it out. So the mascara, this is what the applicator looks like. It looks like one of those that really separates the eyelashes. I like the fact that it's not too massive, because sometimes that makes it very difficult to get into the inner corners of the eye. Enough talking, this is what my eyes look like, as you can see. And let's see if I can see, and yes, I can start from the bottom eye, the bottom lashes. Really separates them. No kind of clumpiness whatsoever. Yeah, this is one that really separates your eyelashes. But if you're looking for something that really thickens them, ooh, and I've got it in my eye, so this is very useful. Ouch. Yeah, so if you're looking for something that really thickens the lashes, not really, but definitely really leaves them, really kind of separates each one of them lovely without any clumpiness. But I think I would have to go over them to get the thickness that I want. Et voilà, c'est fini. So this is my face. I've got my hat on, my little beret. I'm feeling a bit French. Yes, I'm being lazy. It means I've got my wig on, but I don't have to do all the baby hairs, nor my edges. Don't have to make them all nice at all. Plonk this thing on, and just artistically place it, and voila, I don't have to worry about that. So it's a lazy person's hat. I don't mind. So I will see you later. I did say 6 o'clock, but that would make it 6 hours, would it? That would make it 5 hours. Need to learn to count. But 5 hours, again, is more than enough, and we'll be able to see which side, if any, is better than the other. So yeah. Thank you. And by the way, I did not actually do any of the hacks that I normally do when it comes to an oily person, which is kind of like powder before foundation, powder in foundation kind of thing. I didn't do any of that afterwards, and I came off with a little bit of color correcting, and then straight off just put the foundation directly onto the skin. So no powder. The only powder that I used was just the setting powder, so finishing powder, which I do with every you know, foundation that I put on anyway, and that is the Fashion Fair powder in Cola, and also obviously under my eyes I'll set it, as I said earlier, with the Sasha Buttercup powder as well, which is mixed with another one. But I'll do that with everything. You do have to set your makeup, and I finished off with this, which is nearly finished, which is the Makeup Revolution Pro Fix Oil Control Fixing Spray. It has got a slight smell of alcohol in it, but it works, and it is super cheap, so that's what I've used on my face. Ooh, there I am, very oily. Can you see my oily face? Yes, yeah, because I'm looking in the mirror now, and woo, this area is very, very oily. This area here, again, is super oily. Those are the areas that which get super, super oily. And honestly, I'm looking here and I'm thinking this side might be slightly better than that side. I think I can see more shine. I'm always going to be oily no matter what happens. And also add to the fact that this foundation, which was the Makeup Forever Ultra HD, sorry, mouth talking now. I've had something done with my tooth, and makes it a bit difficult to speak. The Ultra HD foundation is a super light foundation. It's not mattifying at all. So really, to be honest, in about 3 hours, the 3 hour mark, if I'm very lucky, I can see the difference. But it is kind of light, and I do like the way that it blends into my skin, generally speaking. So I was going to have a shine no matter what anyway. But with regards to the two, I honestly think that this side is a bit more shiny than that one. Yeah, which is very, very surprising, because clearly there is a huge difference in price. And I always took the Becca Evermatte Poreless as my holy grail. Well, now I'm so super surprised, and I'm so pleased I actually tried this one. And yes, and checking through the eyeliner, yeah, he's still there, including the one for the waterproof eyeliner as well. It's not moved one tiny little bit. So it's not a bad eyeliner, actually. It's just the other one that I used at the top end. It's a bit, although it's super dark, it's much better if you're looking for a really thick eyeliner. Then you know, really thick. You're trying to build a thick eyeliner and a wing. Then that one actually works really well. But if you're looking for something super sharp and very nice and smooth, no, this is awkward. I would stick with the, as I keep saying, Maybelline Master Ink, or I will stick with my Stila pen, which is super nice and very fine, and it's actually very soft, so it's pliable. You can move it around. That works a lot better. But other than that, it's not too bad of an eyeliner. It is black. It needs a bit building up, and a bit of an effort. But yeah, okay. Not disappointed. I don't feel as if I've wasted my money. It's more like a okay kind of thing, except for the primer, which I'm actually very, very happy with indeed. As usual, thank you very much for watching my videos. I do appreciate the time you take to watch my videos. If you haven't already, do like, subscribe and comment. I do appreciate that very, very much. And now I shall take my greasy face and go and take all of this off, and go and take this off, and then take that off, and there won't be much left, will there? No. Bye.